So now that the leak stuff is out of the way, let's talk about the direct as a whole and pretty much everything I didn't already know about. So if you want to know my opinions on such things, then here we go. Another direct video, like everyone else has no doubt done by now. Alright, so basically, I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on the direct. What I thought about it. If you're looking for a leak type thing, this is not that video. I'm just gonna give you guys my raw thoughts on the Super Smash Brothers Direct. Okay. So, alright, so basically just starting us off, I want to get the Piranha Plant thing out of the way because I know a lot of people are expecting me to kind of talk about that since that's the character I leaked prior to the Direct. And in terms of the character himself, there's not really much to say. I mean, it's weird, right? But it's kind of like one of those characters that are there to be goofy in a way. Like typically when I play like a Mario Tennis game or like a fucking what do you fucking call it? Like a Mario Party game, I don't actually play as a normal Mario character. You know, I play Spike, I play Monty Mole, I play like those random like kind of characters. So seeing just a regular ass fucking Piranha Plant kind of gives me the drive to want to play him just to kind of continue that like unknown ass character or like regular ass character like shtick I've been going with. But yeah, but other than that, like he seems alright. Like I don't really have much to say on him. Incineroar and Ken, they're pretty much exactly what I expected. Incineroar's side B being a command grab that has like ropes is kind of cool. Although when it comes to all the character announcements, I don't really have too much interest in any of them. I have the most interest in Piranha Plant, and that's the character we get later with the free bonus thing, and that's kind of cool. It kind of reminds me what they did with Mewtwo back with Club Nintendo in the Smash 4 days, where I think if you had registered the game with Club Nintendo at a certain point, you would get Mewtwo for free. So it kind of reminds me of that whole business model. But yeah, out of the three, like Piranha Plant's the only one I actually have, like he's the only one I actually have some kind of interest in trying out and playing, right? But everyone else I just don't care about. I don't really care that much. I like Incineroar as a Pokemon, but he doesn't look fun to play. So I'm not that interested, you know? But obviously we didn't just get characters in the Direct. We also got like a look at spirits. Now, if you are familiar with the channel in any way, my very first leak I ever put out, I said that spirits would be a subspace-like mode, and I'll get to that in a bit. But spirits, for the most part, was shown off as like this little side battle content type thing where you have these spirits you can equip, and they have support spirits that make the spirits stronger, and ergo also make your fighters stronger in some capacity. And then there's like these spirits who kind of act like or they have like these fights that kind of like replicate what the spirit would be like if they were there, like normally. And it's kind of cool. It's one of those things that I see myself messing around with for like the first maybe week or so, maybe longer, I don't know, maybe a month. But after that, it's just never going to be played ever again, unless there's some kind of like big benefit that makes me want to do it over and over and over and over for like, I don't know, gear or something. But I honestly really don't see myself fucking around with it too much. I really don't. I just don't care. And they even mentioned that you can play with equipped spirits against friends. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be an offline only thing. I don't know if they mentioned it, they might have. But even if it's an offline only thing, I know my friends and I know myself, and I know we're not fucking touching that. Maybe we'll try it once or twice just to be like, oh, that's what it's like, okay, cool, and then never touch it again. Like that's just how it is. It's kind of like Smash Tour, Smash Run, you know, those kind of things where like, yeah, you can play them with friends, but the vast majority of our time on Smash is just gonna be fighting in the game, like not these weird little side modes that do different things. It's kind of like custom moves. You know how like custom moves, you can collect custom moves, equip them to characters, change them in some capacity, and then you can also give them buffs with these little like food you can feed them. It's kind of like that, but like just I guess evolved from that, like kind of like expanded upon, right? But I just don't care. I really just don't care. But let's move on, because Spirits isn't just a mode where you play with like these little weird buffs and whatnot, right? Because at the very end, we also got World of Light trailer, right? The World of Light trailer, and that's basically what I was referring to earlier on my first leak video, where I said that the Spirits mode, or the green mode in the menu, would essentially be a Subspace-like mode. Now, I don't know how deep that goes, so don't really ask me about that, because again, like, I don't know that much about that mode in particular, okay? What I do know is that the mode looks really cool. The cutscene looks awesome. That cutscene had me just really fucking excited for the game. I think that was a great way to end the direct. I know some people thought it was a little weird to not end it with a character and kind of just like, use the story mode as the way to end it, but I didn't really feel that way. I felt like that was a really good way to end it. You ended it with a really epic, like, cutscene that really shows the scope of what you're trying to do with Spirits, and I feel that that was a really good way to end it, especially when you have no other characters left. Like, what else would you end it with? Like a big, massive thing like that, right? So that's basically it. I mean, the only thing I'm worried about in terms of that mode is whether or not there'll be more cutscenes, because a big reason why I liked Subspace Emissary is seeing the characters interact, and I don't want it to be like, cause it looks like it might be this way, but I don't want it to be that you have that one intro cutscene and maybe an ending cutscene and that's it. I want there to be like some cutscenes sprinkled around for major events, along the middle as well. But I don't know if there will be or not. That's just something I would like. So when I saw that, it made me go, okay, now that there's this big, massive story, right? I see myself using Spirits a lot more often. Like, I could see myself fully getting invested and in depth with the Spirits mechanic because of the story mode, but never using it outside of that. Like, never going to touch fucking Spirits outside of World of Light. But if I'm playing World of Light, I see myself fully utilizing them in like every way possible, and maybe even trying to beat it on the hardest difficulty by, getting the best Spirits possible. I don't know if it works like that, but, that's basically how I look at it. And what else were there? I mean, there was, like, a lot of weird shit, too, that, like, I felt like no one gave a shit about. I mean, you could even look up reactions at Nintendo New York when there's, like, a crowd of people, and they get really fucking quiet when Sakurai started talking about, like, language options and the help menu and options and shit. It's like, look, I understand, like, you really want to show off everything. I get that. I really do. And I also understand why it was 40 minutes, because why do you think we care about that right now? Because don't get me wrong, those options are nice. They're really nice. Trust me. But they don't need to be shown off. They really don't. We could easily have just bought the game, opened it up, put it into our Switch, or if you're digital, just start it up and see the options there. Like, we know how to navigate options or help menus. And truth be told, like, I understand, like, oh, the argument could be, oh, kids might not be aware of that, or parents might not be aware of that. These people are not the people watching these directs. Okay, like, the people who watch these directs are people like you and I, the people who are really excited for Smash. People like I don't know, kids who play video games and specifically play Smash. They know how to access the options. They're not stupid. They know what the fuck they're doing. They're fine. Parents, I get that, but I don't know any parents who don't play video games that are actively looking out for Nintendo Directs. Like, that's not. I don't think that's the audience, But that's something else entirely. I felt like they wasted too much time on stuff like that, because that's stuff that we can easily just find out on our own when we get the games. What else was there? I mean, Spirits was cool. I mean, in terms of like using them for World of Light specifically, seeing a lot of characters that normally would not get in through Spirits was kind of cool, like Shantae, and some of the Belmonts I noticed in there as well. I saw some people getting really mad about, you know, certain characters becoming assist trophies, like Isaac, Skull Kid, and I understand it really sucks when you don't get your character in there. But either way, like, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, I knew, like I said in my previous video, like the Grinch leak was fake. So when I was going into this direct, like, the only thing that made me, like, I was nervous, but I still, like, trusted my sources, you know. So I didn't really, like, I was nervous, but I wasn't, like, surprised, you know what I mean? So that's basically it. And let me say this, like, right now before I end this video, I've been asking for Isaac from Golden Sun for years. Not as much as I've been asking for the Castlevania characters like Simon Belmont and whatnot, but if I had Isaac, I'd be really fucking happy, you know? Like, I understand, I get you guys, but it's just not this game. And I don't know, maybe DLC, maybe fucking the next game. I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, if you're the kind of person who honestly is saying, "Oh wow, I really wanted this game, but now that I know my favorite character is not in it, I'm not going to buy this game. Fuck you, Sakurai." If you're unironically saying that, you're a fucking idiot. Like, I don't care if you hate me for saying that. You're an idiot, because that is like an extremely entitled stance to take. I did not get a Belmont for years. I've been asking it for a really long fucking time. I grew up on Castlevania, and I only just now got it. You know how many Smash games I could have fucking just boycotted because of such a petty reason like that? But no, I still enjoy the games. And I still haven't gotten Isaac. So, look, I understand your frustration, but don't let your frustration, like, stop you from getting a game that you know you're going to enjoy if you already were going to buy it in the first place. But that's something else entirely. Look, that's a whole other topic. That's something else entirely. I don't want to keep you guys here for too long, so let me just end the video here, and let me ask you guys in the comments, what did you think of the Direct as a whole? Did you get a character you wanted? Or were you disappointed that the Grinch leak ended up fake? What did you think about the Piranha Plant reveal? What about World of Light? How did World of Light make you feel at the end? And, you know, the survival of Kirby and the death of everyone else. But, yep, that's basically it. And I don't really have much else to say. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.
Still unnamed, bear this torch against the cold.